A couple of weeks back, I posted this video on how to make your own texture paste, and we did do some samples with using stencils as to how to use them. But most of us might not have stencils, but you can still use your texture paste to create beautiful textures on your projects. Let's learn a few today. Hi and welcome. This is Seema here. Today we are going to make some texture paste backgrounds techniques, and for that you will need here I'm using for sample texture I'm using cardboards, but and you will need some other items as we go along. I'll let you know. So as you can see, I'm using just a regular knife to add texture by tapping it on the wet texture paste to create a slight little texture on this piece of cardboard, and it looks really dries out and looks really beautiful. My texture paste is still a little thinner than what I need it to be, so I will be adding a little more plaster of Paris, but this looks really beautiful once it dries out. This is the method number one. For the next one, what we are going to do is, again, I apply a coat of texture paste here. I have not prepared the cardboards with anything else. You could add gesso on your projects before you add texture paste. And this time I will be using a regular fork. This is a disposable fork, and I just wiggle it around. You can make circles, you can make just lines using this method. I have just made some zigzag lines here. So that's number two. The third way how you can use texture paste on your projects is very simple. Just as long as you're careful about the fact that you do not use the burst up bubbles, you can easily use a simple wrap that you get in your packages. Just try and get the ones that have maximum number of unburst bubbles, because my son keeps playing with these things all the time. He loves bursting them. To be honest, I enjoy it too. But yeah, so you just want a bubble wrap, you just leave it there. You just add it and leave it there. So the next one was where I have used jute twine. You can use any thread, any twine, baker's twine. All you need to do is wet it and add a little texture paste, liquidy texture paste, and add it to that. Let it sit for a while, and then you can put it on your project in any design. Here I'm just putting it randomly, but you can draw a design, have a design in your mind, and do it there. Just leave it and it will get stuck to your project. The next method is to use another very easy and simple way to add texture is just add your texture paste and cover it in cling wrap. Believe me, it is so simple. All you need to do is just add a piece of cling wrap, just move it around like you know to add texture and design whatever you want to do. Just play with it a little while and just leave it on. You leave it on, and once it's a little dry, you can pull it off, but just don't try to pulling it off immediately. Just leave it on for a little while. So the next method that I'm going to show you here is another very simple method, and I'm sure most of you will have this at home, and that is using the tweezers. I've just gone ahead and made lines with the tweezers, and you can see it creates a nice texture. Here I'm trying to do I use the same knife to create a brick texture. I go around, and there you have it. I use the same knife that I'm using to apply the texture paste. I'm sorry I went off camera. This is the earring that I have, and this is the last method that I'm going to show you. That I'm just making impressions with the earring, and it's just as simple as that. Here some of the pieces have dried, and I have used some impressions, embossing folders to create texture paste. To create texture, and I'm just painting them. I'm not going to show you painting all of them. I will just show you, like to share with you that this took a little time for me to do because I had to wait, and I'm just using simple acrylic paint just to highlight the textures, not much. really. But I would really like to know if you guys like this video, and if you do not, please leave me a feedback so that I can make better videos for you guys. And if you found this interesting, there are other videos on my channel which deal with making your own supplies and using them. And if you do have anything that you would like to me to make in particular, please leave a comment in the comment box below. Also, for those of you who would love to know how to make your own stencils, I have a video in my playlist where I DIY craft supplies. I will leave a link to it in the at the end of the video. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, do not forget to hit like, share, and subscribe this video with your friends who might be interested in such a video. And until next time, have a great week ahead and also the weekend. And I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. I love you guys.